Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to Sandy's Library. I'm Sandy, and this is a place where I used to write novels and novellas, but now I just read tarot cards with my spirit guides. I'm going to ask you to check the description for more information on why that is. Trust me, we'll, excuse me, we'll both be better off for it if you do. I want to remind you guys about my dogs. You may hear them walking around on the floor, flapping their ears, snoring, barking, something. You may well hear that. I hope it's not too intrusive. Also, there is a lot of noise inside my house today and out just directly outside it, so I apologize for that too. Hope it's not too intrusive. But anyways, I promised you guys a reading every day, so here we go. As usual, my readings are channeled messages for twin flames in separation. My guides and I would tap into one divine pair, a divine masculine and his divine feminine, and they are usually representative of a larger group of like-minded souls who share similar stories here in the 3D. So some things match and others don't. Just take what resonates and toss the rest. I need to get a drink of water. Sorry guys. That's the one thing you need to know. I'll be constantly reaching for my water to lubricate my throat. So anyway, let's see. When I mention divine masculine and divine feminine, just know it has nothing to do with gender, male or female, man or woman. So don't get caught up in the pronouns that I use. I personally am a divine feminine, so that's why I read the cards the way I do. So just don't get too wrapped up in the pronouns. You know, if it resonates and you're a same-sex couple, great, this is probably a message for you. Okay, so, you know, we do have our pre-drawn cards here. We have some divine masculine energy and some divine feminine energy, and one message from Spirit to kick things off. The reason for the pre-draw, they are randomly drawn, but we do them ahead of time, and it's mainly got more to do with my cognitive issues than anything else. If you did check the description, you might better understand that. But anyways, we are going to supplement these pre-drawn cards with our in-house oracle decks, and we will be drawing from them at random. Our in-house oracle decks were created in conjunction with Sarah's Tarot. They are specifically for twin flames in separation. And Sarah's Tarot is responsible for the concept, layout, and design of the decks. These two are based on a couple of my books. Crazy for You is the first book I ever wrote. If I Had Married You is the last book I ever wrote. And these two are that my guides basically told me the messages to put in these two decks. So well, let's move on from that. But there is more information in the product description, including purchase links and flip through links, if you're interested. So okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead. We're gonna put the divine feminine aside for now. And then we're going to play a little game with our Scrabble letters. See if maybe we can find who we might be dealing with. And get a couple of letters here. Maybe the initials of some of the people inside this group of like-minded souls. Maybe an initial or perhaps a geographic location. We can tie one of these letters to first middle or last initial or geographic location. Let's see, I usually pull a couple, but they want me to pull 3 today. Okay, so I have a G, an L, and an R. They said the group that we're tapping into today is a fairly large one. So they wanted me to pull 3. And so if you can get something out of one of these letters, great. Maybe a message here for you. And if not, it's a big group. So just, there's still maybe something here for you. So it's just a fun little game. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Twin flames are connected on the soul level via the heart. So it doesn't matter what they do or how far away they go, they'll always be haunted by the other. Well, that's pretty heavy energy to start us off with. I mean, that's a little scary. Tell you the truth. Okay, let's see what's up with the divine masculine before I go freaking out. We have the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay, let's see. I gotta get a drink, guys. My guides are giving me the energies of Aries, Libra, and Virgo. That's what I'm getting. And I know that the cards have astrological affiliations as they stand, but that's not where I'm getting this from. I get this directly from my guides. Okay. So, well, to begin with, there's a lot of sexual energy surrounding the divine masculine at this time. And I'm getting that it's all about the divine feminine. That said, there's also a lot of challenges inside this energy as well. I mean, see all of those wands behind him? These are his resources, and you know, he's left them all behind, but this one, yeah, I'm getting that this divine masculine, he's tired and he's weary, but he is preparing for that last charge, so to speak. He's getting ready. He's telling me that he knows what he did wrong and he wants to make up for it. Or at the very least, he wants to apologize to his divine feminine. So my guides are telling me that if you are in minimal contact, like texting, and some of you are, yeah, the next time the divine masculine tries to apologize, and my guides tell me that he's tried a few times, because, you know, look at all those wands behind him. These are all of his failed attempts at trying to apologize to his divine feminine. He says she won't accept, she won't listen. Yeah, he didn't even get to get a refusal, he says, because she won't listen. So, next time he tries to apologize, divine feminine, maybe you could just cut him some slack and say, apology accepted. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to forget what he did. You know, doesn't mean that at all. But maybe you could just let it go. Because as divine feminines, we need to strive to move out of those shadows and into the light. And we need to do that for our own growth and illumination. We need to do that because the divine masculine, I mean, his back is against the wall. He needs his divine feminine. She's the only one who can save him now. And I'm not talking about union, y'all. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about unconditional love. That's the only way that we can help our divine masculines, is by sending unconditional love and positive energy, you know, here in the 3D. And you don't have to be in contact to do that. You just think it and it is, you know. And he really needs that too, because there's really defensive energy inside this card. You see how he's using all of his wands, those wands in front of him, in order to block that which threatens him. It's taking everything he's got to maintain control and hold off of the masses. Yep, that's what he's telling me. That's what he's saying. And my guides are saying that the masses represent the karmic partner who knows about the divine feminine. You know, I'm just not getting that the divine masculine cares about this karmic's feelings at all. He says that he told her about being back in touch with his long lost love, you divine feminine. He says he told her about being back in touch with you. And he was hoping that she would leave him. Oh, God. One of those, huh? Yeah. You know those types. They are cold and callous to the karmic. I mean, they've been cold and callous with us. They're divine feminines, but they can kick it up a notch or two with everybody else. You know, so imagine how much worse she's getting it than what we ever did. You know, I just want to ask her, you know, I want to say to her, you know he loves me. You know he'd come running if I snapped my fingers. Don't you have any pride? That's what I want to ask her. And he's telling me that he's only with her because she's a comfortable roommate. Oh my God. That's what every wife wants to hear, that she's now a comfortable roommate. So, what he's saying is, it's better than being alone. Yeah. I'd say he's pretty much cold and aloof with his karmic. And maybe that's a debt that she owes him. Maybe. We don't know. Maybe it's her debt to him to take whatever the hell he dishes out. I don't know. But whatever the reason, she's turned our divine masculine into the King of Swords. Yeah. Yep. But you know what? My guides are telling me that this encounter with the karmic is coming to an end. So, they're not telling me when, but they say it is going to come to an end. So, I mean, that could be today, tomorrow, next week, next year, next millennium, next lifetime. I mean, you know, I've learned that they can be very evasive at times for a reason. So we're just going to take it for what it is. It's coming to an end. And we're just going to see what's in these cards and then what's in the Divine Feminine's cards before we try to decide when that end might happen. But you know, I have that little game at the end because I'm nosy. So, we're going to get some kind of information. We might not like it, but we're going to get it. Okay, Divine Masculine, what would you like to say to the Divine Feminine here in the 3D? He says, I can't bear the thought of someone else touching you. Well, how the heck you think she feels? Stupid. Okay, he says, maybe I'm secretly wishing that you would appear from out of nowhere. Well, Divine Masculine, I mean, I'm going to wait and let her speak for herself, but maybe you need to be a man, huh? He says, I'm still condemning myself for the things I did to you back then. Yeah, so, you know, and that right there, I think, is exactly the reason why she's not going to come appearing from out of nowhere. So you can forget that little fantasy you got going on. Maybe you better get a new plan. Might better get a new plan. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell her? Anything at all? Every time I turn around, all I see is you. Except you're not really here. He says, tell me what you want. I love the way you used to pamper me. I'm going to give him one more, and then we're going to move on to the Divine Feminine. We've surely seen our share of rainy days, enough to last 10 lifetimes. Yeah, I can relate to that for sure, as I'm sure a lot of you can. I want to move on to the Divine Feminine, guys, because he's just so wrapped up in he's wrapped up in his feelings for you. And there, like I said, there's a lot of sexual energy here. He's wrapped up in his feelings for you. And he's, at this point, I'm getting some pretty bad energy from him about the karmic, but like he's reminding me she's a comfortable roommate, and he says until he gets a clue from his Divine Feminine that she wants him now, he's going to stay where he is because he knows what he's dealing with. That said, there's some pretty bad energy here, and I get a feeling the Divine Feminine is going to clue us in as to what's really going on here. So we have the Four of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Excuse me. I think I'd better get a drink. Yeah. Very different energies. But first, my guides are giving me the astrological signs of Libra, Virgo, and Pisces. So, sun, moon, rising, or season. You know, and if you can relate to this on a sun, moon, and rising situation, like you can place Libra in one, Virgo in one, and Pisces in one, I'd really say this is probably a definite message for you. Definitely would say so. But right off the bat, I'm getting missed opportunity. That's what the Divine Feminine is telling me. See how he's sitting there, fixated on these cups. He's longing for what was once inside those cups. Can you see how they're empty? And then there's this, it could be his kid, it could be a servant, I don't know. That's not important though. What's important here is this cup right here. Because, you know, he's standing by right there with this new cup, just waiting in the wings with this cup. And it's a perfectly good cup too. But his heart is with the empty cups in front of him here. Or more precisely, what used to be inside those cups. You know? And I'm not sure what it is, but there's something about the cat, the way it's looking down over the fishbowl. There's something about that yeah, something about that, but I'm not sure what. But the Divine Feminine says that she's disillusioned about where she is in life. She says she's wishing her life away and wondering about what if. Oh my God, I hope she finds a way out of that. Trust me, that's a stagnating energy that will suffocate you. The Divine Feminine says she wants to believe that her Divine Masculine can still be Mr. Right for her. Remember what my friend said about falling in love? It's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as a poor one. And this guy right here is Mr. Right. He's successful, he's stable, he's loyal, and he's faithful. And oh yeah, he's oh so sexy. What more could a girl ask for? Me. Trouble is, the Divine Masculine is never going to be Mr. Right unless he can provide this perfect union that's inside this Ten of Cups energy. Because ain't that what we all really want anyway? I mean, when it all comes down to it. And my guides are also telling me that this is a card about coming forward to you, Divine Feminine. They also want you to know that you just got to decide if you need a solid offer from the Divine Masculine, which is what this card represents, the solid offer. Or are you willing to settle for half promises back here while he sits in this karmic relationship over here, which it's hard to understand. But my guides are saying that we will get exactly what we're willing to settle for with him. And if y'all are wondering if simply being with him doesn't make your life feel perfect, then you're settling. But that said, this card is a good sign that a perfect union is possible. He's got to get out of that situation, though. First. And I don't know about y'all, but trying to make them see what you see is fucking exhausting. Yep. I'm triggered by the cards, in case y'all are wondering. So, again, if cursing bothers you, you probably shouldn't be here, because I have no filters. And I'm going to get back to this, because I do agree it is time to forgive and forget. We need to let go of our resentment toward the karmic. Look, let's face it, she can't measure up anyway. Just send him positive energy and unconditional love. I mean, you never know what level of butt ugly he's dealing with. Oh, shit. Remember how I was saying she might owe him a karmic debt? Well, oh my God. Oh, shit. She decided to repay. Okay. Because she owes him a karmic debt. Okay? He said, okay, I'm going to incarnate in the next life, pretty much not with my divine partner. We're going to cross each other's paths here and there, but we are, going down separate lanes this time. So, since you owe me a karmic debt, why don't you just come in as my doormat? Because I'm not going to care about you at all, because my heart is going to be with her. And you just come in and be my doormat, and that's going to settle this karmic debt, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that in the spirit world, because, I mean, we're not judged about anything. In my view of it, we incarnate to experience. Our goal in the spirit world is to incarnate and experience everything there is to experience. But anyway, I'm going to get back to this, because she said, okay, you want to do that to me, that's fine. Well, you know what she decided to do? She decided to repay that debt in the homeliest human body she could find. Being the butt ugliest doormat around was her plan. Oh, yes. Oh, that's cold-blooded. But I get that it's not a good thing or a bad thing in the spirit world. But I just want to remind you that you may well be building more karmic debt. But nevertheless, I'm not going to sit here and lecture the karmic here, because what I want to tell you is that while he's over here, with the karmic, and all the while he's telling me that the divine feminine is over here looking like Helen of Troy to the divine masculine. I mean, in the sense that for him, she's the most beautiful woman in the world, and he can't have her, because he's stuck back over here in this karmic debt that's owed to him, and she repulses him. I'm sorry to say it, but there it is. He may have other responsibilities right now, but those responsibilities repulse him. But I get that he's trying to wrap up this karmic debt. Okay. But, maybe that'll shed a new light on the subject of your divine counterpart being in a third-party relationship. Perhaps that karmic partner repulses them, but, if they're staying where they are, I'm getting that it has to do with karmic debt and nothing else. So, I don't know. I guess that would make me feel a little better about things. Yeah, I think I would really like knowing that my divine masculine, if he wasn't with me, then he can be out there with the ugliest fucking bitch on the planet. Yeah. So, sorry if that offends anybody, but it is what it is, and I told y'all I have no filters, so you're gonna hear exactly what I think. Okay, let's see. In light of all this divine feminine, we want to know what you want to tell the divine masculine. She says, I could let you back in if it wasn't for my foolish pride. Yeah, I'd have pride too if you up here looking like Helen of Troy and your divine masculine was basically the butt ugliest bitch on the planet. Yeah, I'd have way too much pride to take his dumb ass back. Sorry, okay, I'm letting my personal feelings come into this, so I'm going to back off from that, and I'm just going to tell you what she says now. I hide behind my sunglasses because I don't want you to see the truth inside my eyes. Oh, see, she knows what's going on. She knows her eyes are the window to her soul, and as long as you're with that karmic, she don't want you to see. Don't blame her. The first time I looked into your eyes, something inside them reached out and grabbed a hold of me. She's telling you, you had your chance, dipshit. You blew it. You blew it. You blew it, blew it, blew it. And now, you're stuck with the ugliest, and I'm just saying woman because I'm a divine feminine myself. But, doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. Just take the energy and toss the other pronouns and shit that I use, y'all. So, what else you want to say? What else you want to say? What else? What else? Let's see. It'd be so great to hear your voice showering me with sweet nothings. Yeah. Now she's teasing him. Remember when we danced beneath the stars? See that? Yeah, she's teasing him now. She's reminding him all about the past. It's true what they say. Misery does love company. Yeah. If my ass had to wallow in it, then, well, yeah. His ass is going to wallow too. It's the only way he's going to become enlightened anyway, is if he has to wallow right along with you. Yes, yes, yes. So, if I could get this one up. And I'm going to read this because, and it's divine feminine energy, and I'm going to read this because it didn't want to come up off there. But she says, daily, I fight the urge to text you. Yeah. So, usually, they always want to let the divine masculine go first because they want to hear what he has to say. But I guess this time she wanted to go first, and she wants him to know. I guess maybe you guys aren't in any form of contact now, because daily she fights the urge to text you. Shit. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble today, guys. We're outside our normal routine here in the house. There's a lot of noise going on inside and just outside the house, and it's really messing with my routine. I need a very specific routine, or things just get really messed up for me. But, okay, he says, you wanted something that I couldn't give you back then. Well, how about now? He says, I miss you and your text messages. So I feel like maybe this this stuff back here, when she said, remember when we danced beneath the stars? It'd be so great to hear your voice showering me with sweet nothings. And I feel like this was in response to that. You wanted something that I couldn't give you back then. Because then the next one, when I ask him, well, what about now? Then he says, I miss you and your text messages. So this feels like this is really... She says, can you turn back time? He says, I've fallen for every bit of you. Okay, you guys got to get back on the same track again. Y'all were on really good there for a minute. She says, I'll confess, I don't ever want you to forget what you cost us. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, let's see. Let's get these two. He says, I'm about as happy as I have a right to be. And she says, I feel like you kept secrets from me. Yeah, like maybe a lot about this right here. I'm getting that you pretended that seems, this is what I'm getting. The divine masculine pretended that things are way better for him than what they are. He says that he's pretended to her that things for him were way better, that he was okay in this situation where he is, but he is telling me he is definitely not okay. And yeah, Miss Helen of Troy over here. Oh shit. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to say to us. Any parting messages from Spirit? We are going to check and see. We're going to wrap up, find out if there will be contact within the next year. But sorry about that noise, guys. But let's see, Willibeth, what do you have for me? What do you have for me? You need to give me some patience. If you want to experience the light of love, you have to stand where it's shining. And boy, I'll tell you, you can't experience the light of this love because you're not standing where it's shining. If you want to experience that love, you got to go stand where it's shining. They say take a risk. If the outcome isn't what you expected, you're still experiencing and growing towards enlightenment. Embrace your destiny. There you have it, divine masculine. Even Spirit's telling you to take the damn risk. Jeez. Get a clue, dude. Please, get yourself a clue. Alright. We're going to see if we can find out how quickly he might get that clue. Because, well, no, I'm nosy and I have these 13 charms here, and I have assigned a month to each one of them, except for one. I don't know, but you can guess what that one's for. So I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to grab one and we're going to see what's up. I have the little hot air balloon, which is kind of cool. It has pink and blue on it. Oh, and some white. It's kind of cool. So let's see. The hot air balloon is, I have my little key here because I can't remember them all. Oh, April. April. So there may be some contact here for you two in April. All right. Well, I hope you're out of that situation by the time you contact her again. Because, look, dude, she deserves this. She deserves this. Not miss this King of Swords energy that you're sitting up in, because you're sitting up in that energy because of this karmic partner that you're with. I guess you didn't think that through when you set that up in the spirit world, huh? Well, maybe you should think a little harder about that next time. Anyways, good luck to you both. I'm wishing you well. Okay, guys, so I guess that about covers it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks for taking the time to view it, and be sure to drop back in tomorrow. We upload a brand new reading every day. Wishing you love, peace, and happiness. Later, Gators.